Alright, it's Adventureruler, and man, am I excited to show you guys this one. So, the Zelda fans will know, but for the people who don't know, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom will be coming out this September of 2024. And if you want to see my reaction of it, go ahead and check out on TikTok my Adventureruler shorts. You'll just see. I don't gotta say nothing. You'll see how hype and excited I was. But I'm back at it again with another Breath of the Wild combat challenge, and I'm pretty excited about this one. Hold on, let me higher up my microphone, because like I'm recording this hunched, and I don't really like that. All right, so this is gonna be freaking awesome. I thought of this, I think like either the same day or the day after. Echoes of Wisdom was, like, we were given that teaser trailer. I thought of this challenge, and you could probably just see already right off the bat, right, what the challenge is going to be. And I think it's pretty cool, actually. So, this is my sort of like Echoes of Wisdom challenge, or wands only, right, pretty cool, right? So, I have to defeat I'm just double checking if I'm recording. I have to defeat all the moblins in the area with wands only. As you can see right here, this is okay. This is doable. This is part of the challenge. This isn't breaking any rules because, right, obviously if I don't have this or an outfit that can keep me from being inflamed alive, burned alive, then obviously I can't even step onto this battlefield. Right? Anybody knows that. Anybody that plays this understands. So right off the bat, this is okay. And I don't want to switch out of my outfit. So, right, it's either one or the other. Again, you can wear any outfit you want, really. Right? If you do this challenge that I do, you can wear anything you want. Because this is an updated Link outfit. Like, I got it, like, blessed by the, you know, the fairies. Right, at the fairy fountains. So, technically, you can wear whatever you want. It doesn't have to be exactly what I wear. It's just, you know, that's how I like playing Breath of the Wild. I like playing it like the other Zeldas, right? Where I have the Master Sword, Hylian Shield, and the Green Tunic. Right? It's just iconic. Let's see. So, I'm just letting you guys know now. Just a quick heads up. I'll explain it more once I get there. But I may have broken a rule by accident. I didn't mean to, but I finally completed this challenge after like, what, 10 times of doing it? 10 times in a row doing it? And I kind of want to take it. I mean, I probably will have to redo this challenge another time because, right, like I said, in the future, I kind of broke a rule, but you'll see. Alright, so let's begin. So, this is wands only. So that means if you want to do electric wand or fire wand, that is completely up to you. They are wands. I went with the ice wand. At first, like, this was the first challenge. Before I even fought any of these guys, before I even did this video, my first challenge was, damn, what type of wand am I going to use? I thought that was kind of funny, but I was like, you know what? That's part of the fun, right? What weapon, which wand will I use for the fight? So I just decided, you know what, not only is this wand blue, right, at first I was going to actually go with electric, then I was going to go with fire, but then I had a brilliant idea to go with the ice. Also, my favorite robot master from Mega Man is Iceman, so, you know, it all just adds up. So, enough of my rambling, let's begin. So, first things first, this is the area that I saved, so whenever I die, I could just load back to this. You guys should try it too. It becomes less frustrating and more, you know, like, darn, I almost had it, you know? More like that situation. So, I decided to go to this Fire Lizalfos instead of this one because, I don't know, I just kept leaning towards this one. Which is interesting because usually right is my favorite direction, not left. So, check this out, and I'm going to have to explain this too. Once I'm in range, I started getting used to the range of this, by the way. Because this ice wave that it does, it travels far. Look how far I am, and look, it actually hit him. Now, let me explain what happened here. I hit him with the ice, and it instantly killed him. That is because this type of enemy, right, this Ganon lackey, is a fire Lizalfos. Literally, their weakness is ice. That is why you'll see that these guys will instantly die, but not the moblins upstairs, which I'll get to later. So as soon as I get in range where I can lock onto him, right? As soon as I was able to lock on, I just whipped it out. I was like, freeze to death. Then I start heading towards these guys, and I'm kind of glad that these guys upstairs, the moblins, they didn't hear what was happening downstairs, because the ice wand actually doesn't make sound. It's literally an ice wind. And that's pretty freaking awesome. So I didn't have to worry about... Because in this battle, I was like, you know what, let me take it a little bit easier. I'm using a weapon that I'm not familiar with, right? Like, I'm trying to get used to this weapon now. I'd never used wands. And when I did, I was like, it's not my style. But now, I'm seeing how ridiculously good the wands are. Look where I'm hitting him from. And it's like a elemental weakness, so it's literally a one-shot. Look, literally combusts. He didn't even get to freeze, and I didn't even get to do with anything with the ice body. It instantly just exploded. So I do the same thing with this guy, and he just heard me coming in from the corner. Look, oh, never mind. He was trying to look this way. He didn't become aware of my presence. He was just going to scout this area. So, just like I did to this other guy, as soon as I get into range to lock on, boom, I freeze him. And I already know that my ice is a one-shot, because look, I immediately turn my camera to start walking upstairs. Oops. I don't know why I restarted. So, now that I got those two minuscule threats out of the way, not even threats, more like just, not even a hurdle. It was literally just... Like, you know, like the terrible bodyguards in like spy movies, like they're completely incompetent even though that's their job, right? Like literally that was them too. I just came in and just got rid of the guards. Now I'm going upstairs, and as you can see, as I'm going upstairs, check this out. My camera, oops. I don't want to skip ahead. My camera is constantly pointing to the side of Link, to the side of his face and body, so I can see if someone's coming downstairs. I recommend that to everybody that wants to do this combat challenge, or just, you know, want to play the game and want to get treasures that are in these moblin fortresses, to do this strategy. It's a great strategy. It keeps you aware and ready. Also, you should always have your weapon out. Okay, so as soon as I get up the stairs, usually there's a hammer guy up here, but he didn't come down this time because, right, the wand doesn't make him aware of my presence. The noise doesn't get him to be like, oh, what's down there, you know? So I go up the stairs, and, dude, the archers are being a pain in the ass. The entire time that I was trying to do this, every single challenge, it was these guys that kept getting me. Because sometimes they'll pull and then shoot, but sometimes they'll just pull and shoot, and I'm not ready for that. So these guys kept getting me a lot. The hammer guy got me once. And yeah, that's it. Those are the only threats. These guys, with the no weapon, I don't know what the hell they were thinking, right? Walking around Hyrule, knowing Link's around, and not having a weapon ready. Yeah, he's definitely not the leader. So, as soon as I come upstairs, he's aware of me. But I have the ice wand. So I'm like, I just want to freeze these guys as soon as possible. Another thing that's great about the ice wand is look how much range it has. I literally got both of these guys from shooting kind of like in the middle, in between them, and it froze them both. Now check this out. Did you see that? Did you see that? Not him swinging down trying to hit me for a counterattack. Me pushing his body as he's in the ice. So, right off the bat, there's your foreshadow for the rest of the fight. That is my strategy, and I think that's like completely brilliant. And I really wish the first time that I did this challenge that I won it, because literally I was getting like 3-4 of these guys down there, and I was knocking them out one by one. It was beautiful. So he goes for the counterattack after I froze him and gave him a little nudge towards the ledge. He goes for a counterattack. Let me just... Yeah, so as soon as he... Oh, oops. So as soon as he unfroze, let me see, just to double check. Yep, as soon as he unfroze, he went to go for a hammer arm. I backed up, and I didn't really need to back up that far. And that's what's so interesting about doing this strategy, is that you want to freeze them, right? And then go for the push. But you can't be too far away, because to push them, you literally have to be on them. Like, your body literally needs to be moving into their body for it to count as a push. But you don't want to be in the way of their attack. As I was playing this, I'm like, yo, this is hype, dude. This is exciting. So I didn't need to back up that far. And if you are going to do this challenge with the wand only, I recommend do not back up too far. I know it's tempting to not be in the way of the attack at all, right? Right, the better safe than sorry saying. But you need to be close to push them. Because look how far I backed up. You see? Once I pushed him, then I locked on so I can focus on him. I don't know what the hell is this guy doing over here. But I kind of knew he was a bad shooter, because these guys take a while to shoot and they're not very accurate. Plus, they're not the blue ones. If the blue ones are the strongest ones. I think they are. But I backed up, and I kept backing up even after he swung, which was not very smart of me. But I did get the freeze because it was right there. I pushed him real good that time. Now, if you're going to push people while they're in the ice body, you have to literally sprint into them. If not, you're not going to get the full push. Did you see how far he fell? Or how far he slid? He almost fell off just from the 2 pushes. Okay. Just spit on my freaking pop filter. Okay. Let's see. I push him a lot. He has no weapon, so he goes for another hammer arm counterattack. He completely misses. And I don't know why I keep backing up so far. Oh, I think it's because I knew the archer's there, so I'm trying to keep moving. I think that's what it was. But still, anybody that does this challenge, definitely try not to go too far. You want as much time as you can to push them. You want to just keep pushing them. That's how you make progress. So I freeze him, push him one more time. Now we're both off the level. I walk away because I'm like, yo, I don't see this guy. I don't have to worry about the archer no more because I came down the steps. Why he's like ghost link creepy looking at me. I back up behind the rock. I start climbing up the rock so I can get a good shot at him. Even though it doesn't really matter, because I could have ice winded from here, right? Because as we've seen before, upstairs, up here, right? The range on this is crazy. So I walk up this rock, try to get a more even playing field, right? Literally eye level. I ice him, and I tried to see if I can like jump at him and see if that would do the same amount of slide as the just run at them. You know what I mean? But not really. But it's okay, because now he's in position. His back is towards, right, this canyon, and my back is towards the fortress. I'm trying to get him towards the ledge so I can push him. What happens here? Let me see. So I freeze him. I back up. He goes for another hammer arm. I'm not too far, which is good. So I shoot the ice wind. I go for the push. He didn't get pushed that far. This is what would scare people, I feel. Is sometimes they'll try a different strategy. They'll be like, okay, the slow hammer arm's not working. Let me try a kick. Ugh. But even though that didn't work, that could still be a really good mix-up that, you know, whoever's fighting moblins with an ice wand might not be ready for. Luckily, I'm on this side, because look, as soon as he came out, look, he instantly went for the kick. He pulls back to get that front kick, or it looks like a teep. But I start circling to his left, kind of, or more like staying to his left and backing up. See, I wasn't ready for that. You saw how long it took me to shoot the ice wind? Like, I wasn't ready to get kicked. But I'm in position to swipe him, and I push him, and just barely, man, just barely do I get the freaking kill off the push. Look at that. I slide, and I back up because I know he's going to pop out. And now I'm actually ready for the kick. You see how I push him and I instantly back up even before he pops out of the ice? So I back up. He has to climb because he wants to get like a better aim. But that kind of screwed him. So I go for another icy wind as he's busy walking up the hill. Wait, what? Oh, I guess it happens later. Anyways, so that's 3 down. That's the 2 guards in the front that were a one-shot. And the one guy, I made him slide. So I get my weapon out. I'm like, right, I'm not going to rush this. Let me take my time. Right, I don't have a shield. So I have to play that range game. Right, I can't take a hit if they do hit me. Now, this guy was the archer. So you know I had to instantly just ice him once I'm in a good spot. Now these guys, right, the archer guy, he will either, right, like I said, he'll pull, shoot, or pull, shoot. And he'll also kick, which I wasn't ready for, but I did avoid it later in the fight. I don't know if it was this fight, but we'll see. So I freeze him, I push him as much as I can, I back up. Now this is an archer, so I want to be moving to my side so he can't get a good hit on me, a good target. Another thing which is really cool about the wand, you can't get this from a sword, or you can, like a spell, a magic sword actually, but just a normal steel sword, you can't get this. Look. Hold on, did it happen? Let me see. Did you see how it was charging? Look at the wand. Look how it's going. Do you see that? Once it goes to swing, you can frame one. As far as I know, you can frame one. Use the ice wind. Before the charging, you cannot. Now it's just a weak like sword. It's like now you can only really hit them with the wand itself. But I wouldn't recommend that. You literally have magic at your disposal, right? Why would you hit them with the stick? That's not smart, in my opinion. Right? I don't think that's smart if somebody is hitting somebody with the actual wand itself and not the magic that comes out of it. Anyways, let's see if that plays into the fight later. We're a little more than halfway right now. So I'm circling, right? I'm moving left in this situation specifically, and I freeze him. I push him. I get a really good push. See, he goes for the kick, and I'm on his left. Right, I push him, I'm on his left, I'm locked on, I'm ready to counter, and boom. Look, did you see that? You see how my wand is still charging? I'm waiting for the charge. And it's really cool, man, that like you have to pay attention to not get, like you want to avoid their hit, and also you want to wait for your charge. So you're kind of like Guile, kind of. Like you want to constantly be charging your sonic boom, right? Because that's just the best strategy you have, right? You can hit them with this, right? You can hit them with the wand itself. You can kick them with Guile, but your safest option and your best option is shooting them. For Guile, it would be Sonic Boom. For me, in this situation, it would be the Ice Wind. So, yep, you see that? I didn't even wait for him. I push him. He's right on the corner. And I keep my distance because you only kick if you're really close. Right? From my knowledge. So, look. The moment my freaking charge worked, it finished charging and I went straight for the Ice Wind. I'm like, I'm not going to wait for that. So, I go for the push. Now, this is what's dangerous. Look, even Link's like, oh, crap. I push him off, but I fell off with him. The archer guys will go to pull their bow back, the string back, to start aiming at you and shoot the moment they get out of the Ice Wind. Let me see if, yep, I'm correct about that. As soon as he got out of it, he went, whoa, looked at me, and already went for the aim. Already's going to aim. Big ass nose. We both land, and the reason why I'm saying this is dangerous because Link has to land too, and I have to back up and get into position and wait for my charge. So this was a little nerve-wracking. So I back up, but the ice charge finished. It finished, but look, this was a little scary because I still have to whip the wand out and then use the wand. So that could have been bad, right? The one thing you can't break, the one rule you cannot break in this challenge is you can't get hit. Not even once. And it doesn't matter what it is. You can't lose a single piece of percent of health. So this couldn't be bad. So I ice him. I go for the push. Unfortunately, he slid this way. This means I'm going to have to find more openings to then slide him more. Because if he was on this side, I probably would need like maybe only 2 openings for the freeze, but this maybe 3 or 4. So let's see how I handle this. So I'm moving left to right, or I'm moving left in this particular situation so I don't get shot. As soon as the ice was finished, I just go for the shot. I mean, I go for the magic attack. I freeze him. I try to get close. You see how far I gotta run? Look how far I gotta run. Look. Running. A little bit of push, and now I gotta reset. Or I gotta restart, right? I gotta go back to neutral. So I go back as soon as the ice comes out. Ooh, and I dodged it too. I think I waited. No, I don't think I waited for him because that was way too fast. That was way too fast. I think once I saw... Damn! What the frick? Matrix! Literally, it like took off a piece of my fabric of my hat, man. No, that was way too fast. Look, whips, or... aims, shoots. That was a little fast. I don't think I was ready for that. I think I was just... I kept moving and that's how I dodged it. Because after the ice came out... Yeah, look, that's way too fast. Look at this. Shoot wind. Nope, there's no way I did that. That's way too fast. You have to like predict him to do the fast one if that was the case. In my case, I don't think I did. Because look, that was like the most perfect timed counterpunch. Also, this pose is cool. He's like, yeah! So I ice him after dodging that barely. And I go for the push. Now I back up because I know he's gonna come out of the ice. He gets out of the ice, he aims. You see, this one's slower, you see? You see how it didn't come out that fast? That means I got lucky that first round. Or whatever round that was. The round before. So I go for another push. Now see, look, this is exactly what I was talking about. In the rules, it says, do not leave the battlefield. I removed keep fighting until the music stops, but sometimes this a fortress or a base can be a little too big where the music's just naturally going to die down because you have to get to the other enemy, right? But in this one, I hope you guys will excuse me. If not, it's totally understandable and I would totally play this challenge again because it was more fun than frustrating. It's actually more frustrating to attack multiple attackers with the sword and shield only. Like this, like, it's still a challenge, right? Because you still, you know, you can't get hit. But definitely this was a lot more, you could just play a lot more safer when you have something to hit them from far away. Right? And the ice, right? And my ice wand did that. So I hope you guys can excuse me, but I did technically leave the battlefield by accident. And look, this whole time I'm going down, I'm literally trying to grab the wall, but Link's looking this way. So I'm like, okay, maybe what I can do is I can like rush back, right? Because like the enemy will still be ready to fight. Like, you know, health bars will still be around, right? So I'm thinking, well, maybe if I just rush back, right, then I should be good. You know what I mean? So I go back and now I'm walking because I'm like, listen, I need to take my time. I need to learn to not just rush in. I have a long range magic weapon. I don't have to run at them every chance I get. Right, as long as I keep my distance, I'm good. So, as you see here, I'm doing the same strategy. As I'm walking up the stairs, the camera's on the side of Link. So, this is a hammer moblin. They take forever to swing. That's why I'm this close to him and I didn't even really back up. Notice how I didn't even back up. I just shifted to my left. Right, I just like scooted to the left a little bit because I wanted to shoot or use the magic attack this way and just run forward. You see how he's already off the stairs? Because I went from this way. I didn't go up. Because if I went up, he would have slid up the stairs and not off the stairs. I want him off so I can slide him off the mountain and get the instant kill. Okay, this is really bad. I really recommend nobody does this. Let's see if anybody caught that before I explain it. So I knock him off the steps. Unfortunately, he didn't hit rock bottom. He landed on the steps underneath these steps. So he was able to walk up already. And I wasn't ready for this. But the moblins are just such huge creatures that, look. Let me see what I did. Yeah, I backed up just an inch. Look at that, look at that. As soon as I locked on, I backed up just an inch so I don't hit him with the wand. But his big ass nose, bro. I whacked him in the head, but I also froze him. So I was like, okay, I don't mind that part. That part was okay. But look, this push was bad. Look how I ran towards him, but I was kind of slanted, so I moved to the side of him. That really sucks. But what's also really cool is that there's like strategy to this. I mean, there's skill to this strategy, right? You want to ice them and then push. But look, if you push badly, they don't go that far, and not in the direction that you want them to go. So I think that's really interesting. Again, he goes for a big ass swing. That one's even slower, but it probably does more damage. So right here, I am backing up a little bit, but I think what happened in this situation was I was trying to get a good angle. So all I have to do is just shoot the magic, and then run straight at him. And that's what happened, which is good. This was a good interaction. I shot the magic, push him off the ledge. Now we're at the bottom of the fortress, and that's where we want to be. Oops. Now I back up. He goes for... Whoa, that one was fast. You see why it's like tempting to like back up and not get close? Because, you know, you get the... you get the fast-ass swing that you're not ready for. Right? And you can't get hit once. So, what's so cool about the wand, too, is that even if you put it... Even if you, like, you know, stow it away on your back, or your pocket, or your holster, or wherever you put it, it's also charging. So you don't need to always have the ice wand ready. I mean, you kind of do want it ready, right? Because you don't, you know, you won't have to worry about, you know, readying your weapon. You can just instantly shoot. But right here, I back up. He goes for a pretty quick swing. That wasn't that slow. I freeze him. I push him. I back up. Now this, I like when he does that. I like when he gets frustrated with the roar, because he's just delaying. He's delaying his next move, which just gives my wand more time to charge. Look at that. He wasted his time getting angry when he could have been swinging. So I ice him. I go for another push. It wasn't that strong of a push, because I'm still trying to practice how to push ice bodies, right, with the sprint. But I don't know if you have to be full sprint and hit him dead on, or maybe the way, right, the way that this mountain is like, I'm kind of going down a little bit, like a little hill, and maybe that's why he didn't give me a strong push. But, you know, we'll see. So he's from before, he did that roar. I push him. I back up. He goes for a slow swing. I have time to charge. I freeze him again. He did throw out a move, but it doesn't matter, because the moment your ice wind touches the enemy, they're not a threat no more once they're frozen. So I go for another push. Again. Oh, okay. I didn't remember. I was ready to just react to it. So I slide him to the very edge, and as he's trying to like stabilize himself, right, to get back into it like a battle-ready stance, he slid off himself. He fell off himself from just being so big. Technically, I won. That's the fight. I won right now. The reason why I go back up the stairs and start running. Yeah, don't... Oh, no, I didn't win. Okay, my bad. Cut the victory music. There was another guy, and of course, that's exactly the face I'd be making in that situation. The last guy, there is another guy, and it's an archer. So this is really bad. Look at the situation. That's extremely dangerous. I go up the steps because I don't know if I wanted to double check if there was an enemy upstairs. But I start running upstairs, and I have the wand ready because I wasn't sure. I'm like, I don't know, there might be someone up there. I don't know if, when I had my headphones on, if I heard footsteps. So that's why I just whipped out the wand. And it's weird that the ice wasn't ready. Did you see that? What? It charged? That's really weird. Okay, so I guess you can't do a dash attack, and it can be wind also. The magic doesn't come out if you do a dash attack. That's kind of lame, but whatever. The move, this weapon is still incredibly powerful. So, what do I do here? Okay, yeah. I was really hoping he didn't go for the insta-shoot. I aim at him. The moment I can aim, I shoot the ice wind. I go straight to push. I'm like, no, get off. I wait for the charge. I wanted to go behind this pole that the fortress is being supported by, so he doesn't shoot me with the quick one. And let's see if that was a quick one. Yes, it was. That was a quick arrow, and it could have hit me. Luckily, I'm nowhere near him because, yeah, he kind of lost sight of me behind these pillars. So, now that I'm charged, I cut back from the corner that I ran from, right? Or not really ran from, more like shuffled from. I come back, I shoot him with the ice arrow. Luckily, And somehow, he was standing in a spot of the stairs that, like, he kind of was keeping balance off of one leg. Because look at this. The other leg is off. I hit him with the ice, and he already is sliding. Like, look. You see me trying to run towards him to push him? He already was sliding off. Which was really weird. But, now that he's... Is he on rock bottom? Okay. He probably was on rock bottom, but just started climbing up the steps. My ice wind was ready. Yeah, as he fell and is now climbing up here, this was charging. Now I'm charged. I just go for the ice wind. I'm like, I'm not waiting for you. Right? You can literally ruin this whole thing. So I'm just going to go for you instantly. I go for the push. I got a really good push there. I reset. Okay. That could have been a little dangerous. He was doing the slow one, but it took... Look what I was doing. I was shuffling. No. I was backing up. Now I'm shuffling, and look. You can see I stopped dead. Okay, that's kind of weird, but I stopped right at the edge of the steps. I had to, because if I fell, me falling probably could have made his aim better. So as soon as I got to the side of these steps, I just went for the shoot. Right? I just went to shoot the magic, because I'm like, yo, I don't have a lot of room to move. Right? I don't have many movement options right now. If I cut to this, to shuffle to this side, he probably could, you know, nick my head. Right? Or any part of my body with the arrow, because I'm trying to move my balance this way and then move. But I ice him, I push him, and I back up again. This, yeah, I was definitely confident about that. I had so much time to shuffle, and this dude's aim is, I don't know where it is. I go for the ice after he shot the arrow. I just waited for the arrow, because I'm like, I'm not going to take any chances. So he shoots the arrow, and I shoot my arrow. I mean, he shot his arrow, and I shoot my magic. Right? Look at the reaction time on this. This is also another proof. This is more proof how... Let me go back real quick. How I know that this was not reaction. This was just... right? This was just luck. Because look at this. Shoots the arrow, and then I shoot my ice. You saw how much time there was in between that? That's how I know that was actual reaction. So, I freeze him, and I run around him to circle him just a little bit to then push him towards straight that way. And he didn't fall off the ledge, so now I have one more chance. He shoots the arrow. I'm circling, so he can't get a good aim. I freeze him. I don't know what that was. So as you can see here, look at this. Instead of pushing the body, like, boop, I pushed him in the arm. Because earlier, I fell trying to push one of them off. Long ass news. I push his arm because I don't want to fall down with him. Right? Because I don't want to, you know, potentially break another rule. But I push him. Now I won. I just skipped to the part where I was cheering. Now I won the battle, and this is me double checking. I forgot earlier. I skipped ahead by accident. Yep, so I go upstairs. I made it to the second floor. There's nobody there. I go to the third floor, and still nobody. Only chests for my victory. So I do a little victory hop, and there you have it. There is the Echoes of Wisdom, aka Wand Challenge. Right, where you have to fight a moblin camp. If in this case it was a moblin camp with the wands only, and this didn't really have me worried too much. For anybody that noticed, but like the second to last few freezes that I got on this guy, the blizzard rod actually started becoming damaged. It started becoming weaker. I have like 10 more of these, so I was not worried about that at all. That's why you can see that I didn't even bother, you know, to switch the weapon or maybe throw the weapon at him, because that usually does more damage, right? But yeah, my little victory jumps. But yeah, I had like 8 more of these, I think, maybe 9 or 10. So I wasn't worried about that at all. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. I post these challenges on Twitter, so if you want to see these fights that I have, these challenges that I do uninterrupted, definitely check out my Twitter, where I post the fight in full and in high quality. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys are excited for Echoes of Wisdom just as much as I am, and I hope you guys try this challenge out, and if you do, definitely send it to me on Twitter or Discord. I'd love to watch them and see how you guys take on these battles. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.